welcome to Joe Today. I'm Zizi Pondebu.
And I'm Riley Sakwe.
Right, DJ Anatii is doing big things. I mean, he's even worked with Jay-Z from the States.
Yeah, you see, I told you, like, South African acts are becoming a huge deal overseas.
And worst of all, Mpho got to interview him. I'm so jealous. Let's see what they got up to.
We've seen him everywhere in the media, and we went to Anatii's Tea Time studio to see what he's cooking at this present moment.
I like to call myself the electronic bushman, just in terms of, like, that's what I'm about, fusing African and world sounds together. I wake up, brush my teeth, go through emails, like, go on the internet, just kind of see what's going on in the world, and then come down to the studio and just get to work. Like, in the morning, I start working in the morning. I grew up in SA, and I've pretty much been back and forth in terms of going to the States and just working on my music, you know, pursuing my dreams and things like that. I started producing when I was about 13 or 14 for Morel, El Tito, Cypho. I worked with Lebo M, who worked on The Lion King. And then I did the record with Khaled when I was 17. It's a bit challenging, but I feel like I try to stay on top of my game, just because I do a lot of studying, and like I always check like what's new and like what's really happening, like in terms of the sound, and also like working overseas. Working with different guys just gives you a different, you know, outlook on things. You know, I'm more open-minded when it comes to music, you know, and sonically I know how to make things sound a certain way. It's just about determination, being focused, and really believing in what you're trying to do and what you're trying to achieve, and just make sure that that's really like what you're really trying to do. A lot of people just might want to do something because it's the end thing.
For Mashego for Joburg Today.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Anatii, the electronic bushman, sexy chubby, and you guys are tuned in to Joburg Today.
Join the conversation on our Facebook page, that's joburgtoday.tv.
Follow us on Twitter at Joburg Today.
And if you're one of those people on the move, then pockettv.mobi. That's pocket with an I.
You know, Zizi, Dave Van Vuuren has come a long way since his days in Idols.
I remember those days.
And is carving quite the name for himself within our local music industry. We caught up with this Joburg boy in Cape Town.
All those conversations, they echo in the wind.
I actually grew up here. I lived here till I was about 13, and then I moved to Johannesburg. And I've always wanted to come back. You got like hundreds of coffee shops here where you can play these unplugged sets, which I've been doing a lot of actually. I've been playing a lot of the coffee shops and a few restaurants like out there in Kalk Bay. And it's a beautiful place. There's so many different beautiful places to play, and everywhere you play, it's always like such an amazing setting, you know. I came out to Cape Town, I think 2 or 3 times post Idols, and every time it was a great reception. I always had my best shows here in Cape Town. And now that I live here, you know, it's like really starting to build. Being such a small country and such a small music scene that we have here in South Africa, in order to, you know, in order to maintain exclusivity, I figured that you need to play less. So yeah, I'm trying to keep it to like big festivals and like maybe like 1 big club show a month. I just feel I'm at a certain point in my career now where I need to move on from the whole David Van Vuuren Idols winner thing. I've been thinking about it, what name could I choose that would really stick, you know, and after like, geez, hundreds of different names, you know, I mean, we even had ridiculous names like Bearman and Baloo, and yeah, just strange names, but we came up with Southern Wild. I'm actually going down in March back to Joburg, and I'm going to actually do a mini tour. I'm going to play 1 or 2 venues there. You can check in on Facebook and Twitter to stay updated as to where I'm going to play. It hasn't been finalized yet. But yeah, at the same time, I'm also going to be going into studio with Anti-Motion Studios. It's the guys I recorded my David Van Vuuren EP with. Facebook, it's facebook.com/Southern Wild SA, you know, South Africa. And then on Twitter the same, it's @Southern Wild SA. So So you can keep in touch with me there, Facebook and Twitter, and also SoundCloud, also Southern Wild Essays.
They say doing what you love is the reason you're alive, but I ain't stared into the sky since the day that I remember the world that breathes on lies over. I'm so happy I could die. Thank you.
Hi, this is Darren Simpson from The Breakfast Express on 947. You watching Joburg Today.
Now, right, Southern Wild will actually be performing this Saturday in Maboneng at 7 Sound, so go check them out.
Sold, I'm there. You know, South Africa is full of musical legends, and Hot Sticks Mabuse happens to be one of them, and is still quite relevant in today's music world. We caught up with him at Lovemore.
Coming from the townships, you hear music everywhere. You hear music at school, you hear music in the streets, you hear music at weddings, at funerals. So you're basically surrounded by music. Well, my passion comes from my family, my grandfather who used to play harmonica, but more so from my mother's side, because I had uncles who were involved in Iskatamia. The most rewarding part about my career, especially music, is being able to give back, you know, to the community, to society, especially young people. And when you've made a recording and there's great response to it, it's one of the most rewarding things. I always played in a cadet band. I had assumed playing in a cadet band is going to be easy, you know, playing the whole drums. And the first time that I was presented with a drum kit, I sounded like a ship that was probably sinking with everything falling apart. But I guess I was determined. I've always considered myself a very curious musician, and I always want to learn things. And I saw this young drummer was much younger than me. You know, he was, I think, must have been about 10, playing Take 5. Wow. I mean, the audience went crazy for him. And I guess that's how I got inspired, you know, to continue practicing and eventually being called Hot Sticks. I grew up experimenting and experiencing with young people like Tokyo Sexwale, Siphiwe Nyanda, the young generation that eventually will become leaders in this country. And for me, that became catalyst in making decisions that would develop me as an adult today. I think it's important, it's critical that all of us leave this country a better place for those who will come after us. Sometimes we become so engrossed in our own personalities that we forget there are other people who live around us who probably would appreciate what we have. And it's very important that we share our own experiences with these people.
Hi, I'm Tansy Katsia, former Miss South Africa 2007, and you're watching Joburg Today.
For more on the city, check out our playlist.
And also check out Business Destination Joburg.
That's it from me, Zizi Paul.
And me, Riley. We leave you with Liquid Deep. Welcome aboard.
Why don't we take a ride? Why don't we take a ride? Take a ride. Yeah. I can see you want me, baby. You know I want you to. Now we're alone together. So what we gonna do? Girl, let me paint your body, be the canvas of my dreams. I wanna have you by any means. Yeah, welcome aboard, girl. Put your seatbelt on, cause we gon' take a ride till the morning. Oh yeah, welcome aboard. your seatbelt on, 'cause we gon' take a ride to the morning. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. There are no limitations, only possibilities. This journey could be endless if only we believe. The taste of pure seduction, feel the pleasure in the air. Your body shakes when we arrive there. Yeah, welcome aboard.